Greetings, I am the Media Critic, here to review media, piece by piece. Now, a couple months ago, if you had said, hey, why don't we play a game that has electric-based powers, moral decisions, and a comic book aesthetic, I probably would have said yes to 2 out of the 3. But after playing inFAMOUS, I honestly would say yes to all. Now, for those of you who may not know, inFAMOUS was a game released in 2009 by Sucker Punch Studios it was a low-budget PS3 game. It wasn't expected to do very well, and yet it did incredibly well. And I'm here to say that that was not a fluke. This game was absolutely incredible. inFAMOUS's protagonist is the bike messenger / hero Cole McGrath, or anti-hero depending on how you choose to be. Basically, while delivering a package, he delivers the Racephere, a device capable of killing thousands of people and then somehow concentrating their energy into the person who pushed the Racephere. Yeah, okay, it doesn't make sense, but hey, since when did comic books make sense? Anyway, after the blast, you are given electrical powers. And this is where the game can take one of two choices depending on what you really want to do. You can choose the good path, in which you try to save Empire City from these gangs that have taken over after the blast, because, well, if you kill a couple thousand people, you also tend to destroy a lot of property as well. Then, you can choose the evil path, which you try to destroy Empire City. Basically, that's pretty much it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the story, and I played from both, but when I played, the story was actually quite interesting. It always kept me on my toes. It generally kept me guessing about various characters and what they were going to do or what they were not going to do. And I could surprisingly relate to a good chunk of the characters. Of course, there are a few I can't really relate to, but then again, I don't have electrical superpowers, so really, what would I know? Now, another great pro of this game I found was the powers actually feel powerful. When you're using them, whether to blast guys from behind cars, or blasting guys off rooftops, it always feels like you are more powerful than the guys you're fighting. Now, that being said, the game is not inherently easy. It actually can be quite difficult. People will gang up on you, the guys are not idiots, blah blah blah. And of course, you can always upgrade your powers based on basically how much you do in the game. Now, honestly, sometimes I didn't really notice a difference in the power upgrades, but other times I noticed a huge difference. For example, there's this bomb you throw, and if it's fully upgraded, at least when you're playing good, any enemy caught in the blast is automatically restrained, so they can't fight back. That is incredibly useful. That is good. I use that 90% of the time. Now, of course, inevitably with this game, there are a few flaws. Empire City, which is basically an off-brand version of New York City, does seem rather gray. There's not a whole lot of color in this game, and that, I believe, may have been by design. The whole point isn't the city, whether you're either trying to destroy it or save it. Your whole point is Cole. It's whether or not you decide to be good or evil. And yet, sadly, that's also where one of my complaints with this game lies. When you are playing the evil portion of the game, the story doesn't make sense. And I say this because Cole really has no motivation nor reason to be evil. There's no real point to playing the evil missions because, well, why? Why? It doesn't make sense. That and Cole's voice kind of sounds like he's been drinking sulfuric acid. Apparently, whether you're good or evil, you have to talk like this. That being said, inFAMOUS is one of the great games I've played on the PS3, and I highly recommend it for anyone who, well, still has a PS3, I guess. I guess if forced to give it a rating, I would give it an 8 out of 10. True, it's not perfect, it needs work, but considering just how low budget this game was and just how much money it made back, A sequel was not only in the works, but it was an incredible feat in gaming. And yes, I said a sequel was in the works and was released in 2011. That I will be reviewing later. Anyway, I am the Media Critic. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.